Do you want to improve at a quicker pace? Check out GITGUDRacing.com, where I'm offering the most accessible coaching sessions on the market. Now for the track guide. Turn 1 in Laguna Seca is a corner in which you really need to maximize the corner entry. And we do that by opening up a lot and by using this exit road on the right side. This is an important concept while racing, to open up the corner, to make the radius bigger so you can carry more speed into the corner. To do that, we just want to position the car under braking in such a way that we can use more of the track. And the limit is not the white line. So if you're aligning with the white line, you're leaving speed on the table. What you want to do is to position the car under braking in such a way that your left tires won't touch the white line. If you're gonna go more than that on the right, it's gonna be on off track. But under braking, this is what you should achieve. You shouldn't align yourself with the white line, but with this exit road on the right side. And to do that, when approaching, like around here, you just want to go like diagonally and then align with it. In terms of braking, I use as a braking point this line at the 3 to brake. So I brake at this line, I apply the brakes, and it's a heavy braking zone initially. You really have to stop the car in time. And this is a double apex corner, right? This is the first apex around here, and this is the second one. But you should avoid being too close on the first one initially. I tried a lot of lines, and by being very close to this curb here, you're gonna scrub a lot of speed. It's better to shoot the car into the corner a bit wider initially, like this, so missing it by just half a meter or so that you can carry all this speed to the next one. And it's important for the next one to be as close as you can to this red sausage curb, because you will be able to slam the throttle and stay on throttle like it's happening right now. In terms of braking for the first corner, you want to trail brake around the first apex. So picking the brakes, still holding them, still holding them, still holding them, still on brakes, and now back on throttle. Using all the curb on the exit, if you're not using this curb on the exit, means you're not carrying enough speed, so naturally you should be pushed on this curb. Now, for the next corner, you just want to use a lot of the curb for the entry. Again, it's the same concept as in turn 1. You want to maximize the entry by opening up as much as possible. So, as quickly as you can, bring your car to the left, and then it's a quick brake before the 1. So just before the 1 board and before the line, it's a quick brake, downshift, turning, and then you want to arrive at this red curb. You want to be as close as you can to this red curb and then be back on throttle using all the curb on the left on the exit. So you see this is a theme, and this will happen for this corner as well. So before the 1 board or before the curb ends, it's just a small lift or a small brake and then be back on throttle as close as you can to this red curb, and again, of course, using all the curb on the exit. So this section is very similar. The approach is the same. Now, this corner here, this is something different than before. So I use as a braking point this line on the right side before the 2 marker. Just slightly before it, I'm applying the brakes and I'm braking on this curb. So notice that I'm opening up the corner. I place my right tire almost at the sand. And what's different here is that you need to hold the brakes up until you get to the curb, and you don't want to apex early. So if you arrive with your tires around here at the beginning of the curb, it's gonna be too late. So you have to force yourself to arrive at the curb at this red sausage thing. And you notice that from this angle you don't see it. It's around here where I'm pointing my mouse. So it's way later than you think. And what's gonna happen if you're gonna apex early it's that you're gonna run out of track on the exit. You're gonna meet the sand on the exit. So applying the brakes, but then holding the brakes. So still holding, still holding, still holding, and then be back on throttle at this red thing. Using every bit on the exit. Now, for this is a blind corner. I use the second board as a reference for brake and turn in. It's just a small brake, as you see here, maybe 5%, 3% brake, getting close to this curb and then slamming the throttle at the curb, because this is a compression zone. You have a lot of grip here. So whenever you arrive here, there's a lot of grip. You have to be on throttle earlier because you have a lot of grip because of the way that the elevation changed. So if you're gonna be on throttle here, that's already too late. Here you should be already full throttle. So this is the main takeaway. For the corkscrew, first of all, you need to understand that there's some elevation changes that are happening right now. Right now we're going in a crest, we're going uphill, so we have less grip under braking. Because of that, we can't brake that hard, our tire will lock up. So I'm applying the brakes at the beginning of the curb, but I'm not braking that hard. You see, I'm picking, let's say 50-40%, and as soon as the elevation changes right here, and now we have a bit of a compression, my brake pressure increases. So now I'm peaking 65-70, and then I'm trailing into the corner. So it's very important to first brake and then split basically your brake into two sections. The first one you brake a bit less, the second one you brake a bit more, and then you trail brake into the corner. That's on the braking, but on the gear shifts and turn in, you want to arrive at this curb and almost cut this sand right here. So use all the track while being in first gear and be early on throttle. The moment you get on the curb, be back on throttle, cut this curb here as well. Now for the next corner, you want to go to the right side to open it up and then keep it as flat as you can. I exaggerated here with the brake and the lift. I could have done better and carry more speed, so I lose here a bit of time. But this is something that you should achieve, being close to this red curb. Next corner on entry, using all the white and blue curb. I'm braking kind of in the middle of the curb, and then I'm trying to trail into this corner as close as I can to this red curb. As you see, I missed it here, so you should be a bit more close to it. And for the last corner, the braking point for me is at the second board. I'm applying the brakes. I'm using this red and blue curb again to open up, and I'm downshifting to first gear, and I want to be this close to the red curb on the apex. So again, it's all about getting your car to these red curbs. It's a team for this track with this car, and as soon as you get here, you want to be back on throttle and stay on throttle. Now, one common mistake that people are doing on the exit is to bring the car to the left, like force it to the left. You should keep it straight a bit more time, because you can use this exit road concrete without getting an off track. So just stay on the exit road and then bring the car to the left. And in short, that's a track guide of Laguna Seca. I wish you a great week ahead, and I'll see you on the next one.